Hi everyone, it's Rebecca. I'm going to teach you today how to make salade cuite. It is a Moroccan delicacy. This is a finished batch that I just ended up making with the recipe that I'm going to show you. So you can take a closer look. This is what the finished product will look like. Salade cuite could be eaten warm or it could be eaten cold as a salad in your appetizers for Shabbat or for your Passover Seder.
The first thing you need to do is set your oven to broil at 500. So I'll put in 500. Start. So here's what you need to make the salade cuite. 8 whole green peppers. We are using a big can of whole peeled tomatoes. This is 100 fluid ounces. If you're using the smaller cans, I think it's about 3 cans. Some tomato paste, this is half of a can. We're going to be using whole garlic, about 8 cloves. So if you have one of these, it's about half of it. Oil. And for the spices, we're gonna use crushed red pepper to make it spicy, Spanish paprika, which looks like this, in a Montreal steak spice jar, and some salt. So that's all you need. You lay out all your green peppers onto a cookie sheet. You don't need anything else. They're just placed on here. And we're going to put them into our preheated oven. While these are in the oven, it's important to keep a close eye on them because they will burn easily in a hot oven. So this is after about 3 minutes of broiling. So I'm going to turn each pepper about a quarter of the way. We'll do like a short rotation. All right, 2 minutes since the last time I checked on these. They are ready for another flip again. Here we go. It's really hard to do this one. Whatever, you get the point. My peppers have made about 3 rotations now. This is probably 20 minutes that they've been in the broiler, maybe a little bit less. And this is what they look like. So make sure that each side is browned. If it's not, then you can leave them in for a little bit longer. Some of my peppers are smaller. What I'm going to do is take the ones that are ready out now, because I don't want them to burn. This is like a perfect coating for them. So the smaller ones I'm going to take out, and in the end I'm putting all of them into this plastic bag in the bowl. So I'm going to put the small ones in now and seal the bowl to capture all of the juices. Putting the last of the peppers into the plastic bag lined bowl. And I'm going to tie this up. And the reason we put them into a plastic bag is so that later they will be easier for us to peel. So you really want to seal it in with all the moisture, like this. You have all your peppers inside, and you're gonna let it sit on the counter to cool down for as long as it needs. So the next thing we're gonna do is peel our peppers. So I like to wear gloves just because it's a little bit charred, the skin, so it'll make the cleaning process a little bit easier, and I won't get any in my hands. So I'm opening up my bag with the peppers, and this is kind of a lengthy process, so maybe you want to put some Netflix on in the background. And what you're going to be doing is taking out the inner pit and the seeds, so you can open it up like this. We're taking out all the seeds, and we are also taking off all the skin. So any part like this is coming off. And what you're going to be left with is a nice clean grilled pepper. This can be a really fun activity for kids to do if you want to keep them busy. So this is an example of what it would look like. And I'm gonna go ahead and finish peeling mine now and check back in soon. You may be tempted when you see all the seeds to rinse it underwater, and I would strongly recommend that you don't do that because you will lose a lot of the smoky flavor that comes when you're grilling the peppers. All right, so I've just finished peeling all my peppers. This is what they look like. After all the 8 peppers, this is all we get. This from the skin and the insides, and the extra liquid is just something I'm going to discard of now. Just put my peppers into a strainer. I'm gonna let all the liquid seep out, and I'll come back soon to finish the rest. So the next thing you're going to do is cut your peppers into little worms. So we're gonna slice them like this. Watch your fingers. And we're going to do that for all of the green peppers that we cut before. Slice up our garlic. I'm slicing it in lengthwise. So now you have to put oil into your pot. Make sure your pot is big enough. I lined about the bottom, so let's see, that's about like 4 tablespoons. So while the oil is heating up, my mom is going to put the whole tomatoes into the food processor one at a time. And you'll see she's using a straining spoon because we don't need all the extra sauce inside the food processor. You don't want the tomatoes to be fully pureed. We're gonna leave it so there are a few chunks of tomato inside. Let's see, that should be good. It's starting to sizzle. We're gonna wait for it to get brown a little bit, and then we are going to add in our first batch of tomatoes. So this is the color of garlic that we want. It should not get any darker than this. It's like a golden color, and we are adding in the tomatoes. Add in some salt. We're not sure of quantities here because in Moroccan recipes, you kind of just wing it. We are going to add in the chilies and the paprika. This is Spanish paprika in the steak spice container, as I showed you earlier. And some chilies. Now, my mom doesn't really like it spicy, but I do, so I usually add some in later when she's not looking. So now we're going to add in the green peppers to our tomato mixture. I'm going to do it away from me because I chose to wear a white shirt for some reason. Just got to plop them in. Wow, you can even see our pieces of fresh garlic in there. And I'm going to give it a good slow mix so as not to stain my shirt. We're going to make a little puddle in the middle and add in some oil. Now the reason I'm putting it all together in the middle is because I want the oil to heat up. And in my oil, I'm going to put more paprika. And I'm going to add some more chili flakes. As you can see, it's kind of bubbling a little bit in there. That means my oil is hot, and we could mix it in now, gently. Remember, you don't want to dirty your white shirt. Alright, so now our salade cuite is almost done. It is so thick, it smells amazing, it's super aromatic. And you can just tell by the texture, you can see by my video, of the thickness of it.